Hey, welcome to another episode of Ben African Cichlids. So today I thought we would talk about unwanted guests in your tank. So you might wake up one day, open the light, like everything is fine when you're going to bed, like the tank looks beautiful, and then you open the light in the morning, and then all of a sudden there's tons of stuff crawling on the glass. Well, I'll tell you what it is, and you don't have to be scared about this. I'll tell you what it is and what to do to deal with it. So it's hard to see because they're so small. They're some over this glass here. I'll show you with the magnifying glass. So what it is here, it's actually worms. And those worms are okay. They're called Detritus worm. And this is what happens if you end up feeding your fish too much or putting too much food in your tank, and some of them go uneaten in the gravel. And they're only there to eat some of the uneaten food. And this is a natural thing that occurs, just like when you throw stuff into your organic bin for the garbage and then you start having white worm developing in there to eat up some of the rotting stuff. So this is the same thing that happened in your aquarium. Those worms, they don't usually carry any parasite or disease because they're kind of born and growing into your aquarium. So you're not introducing anything that come from the outside that might have some viruses or anything. Like, they're just like that, they're parasite. And yeah, they might be eating a dead fish if you have a dead fish at the bottom of the tank, but they did not kill it. So all your fish will eat them. They're actually good for your fish, but they're nasty to look at. So the thing to fix that is just to stop feeding for a couple of days and then let nature take its course there, so let your fish eat them. They'll pick at them. If you have lots of gravel in your tank, then they'll hide underneath the gravel, so you might not see them as much. But so the other thing that you can do to help speed it up a little bit, it's vacuum your gravel, so you'll suck in tons of those worms in there. But the main thing, if you don't want them to come back, is actually not to overfeed. So just feed your fish like what their recommendation is for most fish food, which would be like anything that your fish can eat, and eat the whole thing in about like 2 minutes or less. And then any uneaten food, then just vacuum it up, or cleaning up with the net or something like that, and then you'll get rid of those worms in no time. So this kind of stuff happens, and that's not a big deal, and it happens to everybody like at one point or another. The thing is, you might see it or you might just not realize that it's happening, but it's easy to control. And then, I know it's nasty a little bit to look at and talk about it, but we need to make everybody comfortable and be able to talk about all the subject on this channel. So I'll bring you along, and then we'll talk about a little bit more in future video of other things that other unwanted guests that you might end up finding in your tank, and how to deal with it. Alright, so we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. By the way, there is a good reason why this tank is so nasty at the bottom and not really clean right now. And it's because there's tons of baby shrimp in this tank. You see that little white dot at front of the filter here? I'm gonna put the magnifying glass at front of it. But this is actually baby shrimp here. Probably move now because I put the light on there. I'll try to find another one. So here it is. So as you can see here, if you compare it to the plants beside it, it's almost as big. Well, actually, it's in the bigger magnifying glass there. So you can still see it just above my finger here, and you can see the bottom of the plant there. So you know, you know that those plants are not very big, right? So, but yeah. So because of this, we cannot vacuum this tank at all. And yeah, see this baby at the corner here, that's an adult. This baby here is super small, but it's actually a big baby. It's one that we had a couple of weeks ago. But there's some that are even smaller than that. So if we vacuum anything in here, they're gone.